from Curator with a Y. Let's start with that. Very curious with a Y. Tell us where the name comes from.
So the name actually we started with a slightly different project. We did a video curation platform. It's a prototype that we developed where people would earn tokens to share the movies that they like. But we had other things to do, and over time working in crypto, we developed this idea for Curator, where we're curating not movies anymore, but tokens. And equally important, right? Helping great projects being identified and helping people find the right projects. And then the name fit very well as well. So CYR is a little bit, a play on crypto, right? And Curator is the fact that we are curating, picking great projects based on the curation is in terms of the rating, right? That's where I come from.
And from movies to crypto.
Yes.
How did that change happen?
Very fluid, actually. It's for 10 years. Me and my co-founder and actually whole team, we were in the content industry on social media. We did mental health content. We got quite big, about 8 million subscribers across different countries on YouTube, at Facebook, in 12 different languages.
Wow.
And it was, people would send us their personal stories, usually something difficult in their life, wanted to inspire other people. We got 14,000 stories submitted to us from all the people, and we read all of these, and we picked the best, the most inspiring ones, and we animated them.
Wow.
We animated them, and we posted them, and got millions of views, and actually billions of organic views, and very strong community that really benefited a lot from that. But in the last few years, censorship kind of came in through YouTube and Facebook, and it's not government censorship. It's censorship by advertisers, basically. Don't want to be associated with this kind of content, and it made it almost impossible for us to do this content. It's heartbreaking because such important stories that were being told. So we're not just a video company, we're also a development company, and because we created a decentralized platform to create these animations together. People could join in on a small part of the production, storyboard or something like that. So we did that, and when that wasn't possible anymore, we were working on ideas and how we can have a video platform that is not centrally controlled, that is curated by the people, and where also things like hate speech and fake news and stuff like that will be flagged by people, and people will be incentivized to do that. So we've been developing these ideas, and we've been building some prototypes. The original Curator was one of those prototypes that we've built, but then over time, all of these is years in the making, right? And we realized that if we first do this with crypto projects, it can have a very fundamental impact. And people can, this is something people are really excited in, so we could really rally people into that. So we decided, okay, let's start with this. And we got a lot of interest. And we figured now we can build all these protocols. But what we do is a decentralized crypto ratings platform, right? That's what it is. But what we need for that to work is a lot of protocols to make sure people cannot shill and cannot cheat and cannot, promote tokens they want, all this stuff. But the same protocols will also work for a video content platform and many other this decentralized verification of content and curation of content will work for many things. So it's really one central idea that has carried through.
Like you said, very fluid.
Very fluid, yes.
And I'm interested to know, what brings you here at Wow Summit?
To Wow Summit? Well, actually a very good friend of Aliona. It's here, and she has invited us to help with the startup competition.
Easy.
The idea was to have we started our platform only a couple of months ago, a soft launch. We have the first 20 analysts on the platform. I think the reviews are fantastic. So the idea was, if we have this sort of competition, why don't we have Curator provide an independent review of the startup?
Yeah.
That's how we partnered up. That's how we came, and then we met so many people there. Yeah.
Like almost like a product hunt, but Web3, so more relevant.
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing. May I ask you, if there is one big takeaway people can have about Curator?
One big takeaway, yeah.
Yeah. Something that you would want the audience to remember.
Yeah.
What would that be?
Well, it's we're building a place for people to get reliable data in crypto.
Yeah.
If you want to know if a project is good or bad or has strong fundamentals or not,
Yeah.
come to Curator and check it out.
I love that.
I think that's the takeaway.
And I have one more question, more on the personal front.
Sorry, on the business front.
On the personal front, how has your journey with mental health been? You know, I'm sure it must have been hard to listen to one of these stories from people. I'm sure it's inspiring too.
That.
It coincides with a lot of work that I do on LinkedIn. How has that been? Did that affect you at some point? How did you deal with it? You know, how was the whole experience?
Yeah, very crazy experience. I mean, I've cried several times when I read stories. One story that still makes me cry is because I'm a dad now to 2 girls, and it's a girl who got paralyzed in a car accident, and then for 2 years or so, she wanted to. She didn't want to be a burden to her parents anymore, so she tried everything she could to try and make the parents hate her, so the parents would give her away, right, somehow. But the parents just kept being so wonderful to her and kept saying, oh, she's the best, and she fight so hard and all of that kind of stuff. And then there was one moment where she goes downstairs and friends were over, and she overheard them speak to the friends, oh, you know, our daughter is so strong and is doing the best she can stuff. And then she went up to they brought her up to the room, and then she just broke out crying. It's like, why do you keep saying this thing? You know, I start crying now, you know.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, I try my best to really, to get rid of you guys, you know, you need to let me go. I only make your life worse. And then everybody started crying, and the parents explained for her how much they love her. Doesn't matter what about every time, you know, how much they just love her, and then they figured it out. And then from that moment, they continued enjoying life, and she was able to, to start. No, it's incredible how just good people, you know, bad things happening to good people, but they just powered through it, and everyone is helping each other. And that was the experience I had with all these stories. It's just, life is a lot of good people that have bad stuff happening to them, but they try to hold together, and that's the experience that I had with it. It's really empowering, and actually that's why we were not able to tell the stories anymore on social media. And my dream is to, through everything that we're doing, hopefully also through Web3, to actually empower the stories, discuss through stories, what people are doing. And that's how it affected me. One story I've made her cry. It gets me every time, the story. It's so sad. And then this was submitted to us by this girl. She's 16, I think. She watched our YouTube videos. She wrote the story. She submitted it. And it still makes people cry today, you know.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much for your time today.
Sure.
It was beautiful, you know. It's not very often that you get to meet a brand that really touches you. And your journey so far, Marc, has been awesome. And it was incredible. So, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your time.
Back there.
Really grateful for you.